To most of you, John Taylor Gatto will need no introduction. This is a few excerpts on the political nature of forced schooling, but not in the sense of Republican or Democrat. He rejects modern politics as nothing but a veil shrouding the real business of corporate fascism. I couldn't have been older than 7 when my grandfather told me one day after I'd complained of being bored that I was never to say that word aloud again in his presence, or he would slap me silly. He said that the obligation to amuse and instruct myself was entirely my own. The buck couldn't be passed to anyone else. He said that bored people were childish people, always to be avoided. Boredom and childishness are closely allied with one another. Those trapped in both states have no clear idea of what to do with time, no wisdom about priorities. Let's define terms a bit further before continuing. Visualize a continuum from childlike on one end to childish on the other. Childlike is what we expect young children to be: innocent, trusting, anxious to please, full of wonder, respectful. Childish is the dark other side of childlike. Childish people are selfish, irresponsible, bored, envious, inconsiderate, whining. In general, childish people lack emotional proportion. Gatto emphasizes the twin threats of hyperdemocracy, when ordinary people feel like they have the right to make themselves heard, and get angry if their voices are not being listened to, and overproduction, when corporate profits fail because increases in productivity lead to falling prices and/or falling demand for new products. The episode begins with Gatto's observation that, under corporate capitalism and corporate governance, ways must be found to make the general public less productive and less self-reliant, and school is a mechanism to do that. As a vampire fears garlic, the marketplace fears wisdom. Well-schooled populations are usually trained to pay lip service to democracy. At the same time, they are being conditioned to avoid the attitudes and behaviors democracy requires. It's a dilemma without an easy answer because, though our national consciousness honors the idea of a democratic society, our national economy and our government would wither and die under anything less than a command and control reality. Would you teach critical judgment and moral behavior to everybody? Tell me something if you would. How could an economy like ours, grounded in the global sale of war machinery, industrially produced meat, fruit, and vegetables, which has a nutritional value about half of what farm products did in 1940, that relies on financial trickery and the mass sale of magical programs of schooling, not all of them inside school? How could an economy like this endure in a climate of critical intelligence? John Taylor Gatto, 2009. For more, check the pinned comment below this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.